Say router on stick, it means that we have seen VLANs being configured over the different collision domain. So here in this case, bridge like a switch is used for dividing the broadcast domain. So what happens here is we have two switches connected now, PC1 and PC3 is part of same VLAN, and PC2 and PC4 is part of another VLAN. So in this case, I can able to ping the traffic from 10.0.02 to 10.0.0.131. Okay, but what about the R1 here? It's R1 is a single link connected to this switch. So here, when I say router on stick, it is having sub interfaces with two different sub interfaces to allow the VLANs, respective VLANs. Like in this case, we are using VLAN 13 and VLAN 24. So I'm creating a sub interface gig 0 slash 0 dot 13 and gig 0 0 dot 24. So through this, I'm will be enabling the encapsulation. So it should be part of uh, trunk mode to send both the traffics here, and to untag that traffic we need these VLANs to get configured. So let's quickly see how which one has to get configured. So going to CLI conf interface fast ethernet 0 slash 1 switchboard mode access, switchboard access VLAN 13. So it automatically creates that VLAN and it will be associated. Now getting into fast Ethernet 0 slash 2 switchboard mode access, switchboard access VLAN 24. Done with these two things, and now moving here with switch 2 conf interface fast ethernet 0 slash 1 switchport mode access, switchport access VLAN 13. Then moving this interface fast ethernet 0 slash 2 switchport access VLAN 24. So created two different VLANs on both the switches. Show VLAN. So I'm able to see that both the switches VLANs are being configured and mapped to the respective interface. Moving here, conf t, I'm going to configure the gig 0 slash 2 link between the switches as a trunk mode. So switch mode, trunk, switch mode, trunk, load VLAN. I'm going to allow two VLANs, VLAN 13 and 24. Similarly, I'm going here, conf t interface gig 0 slash 1 switch port mode trunk, switch port mode trunk, load VLAN 1324. So we're able to do now. Let's do a quick check on this configurations between the host. So ping 10.0.0. So it should be reachable. The ping should succeed because we were able to do in just between the VLANs. Yeah, ping mode is reachable. It's working as expected. That's good sign for us. And getting here to uh, another 10. Let's check for the VLAN 24 as well. 10.0.0.131. I'm able to do a ping. Everything works here. Now moving to this router on stick configurations. I need to configure.
So IP.
I need to configure here interface conf interface gig 0/0.13, and I want to make um, an IP address assigned for this because the L3 interface, so 0.0. I'm putting some mapping like 10 255 255 255 120. So I want to first enable encapsulation. That's the reason it's not allowing. So I need to encapsulation. I want to first big zeros slash encapsulation dot on q and 13. Then when I do this, so I'm keeping it as same network like 10.10.0.1/25 network I'm giving here. And I'm moving here to another interface gig 0/0.24. I'm giving an IP address 10.0.0.130 132 255 or 255 or 255 128. So for this also encapsulation is required. Q one Q 24. No shut. So now this guy was properly, since I have made as encapsulation dot one Q enabled with the VLANs, it should be tagged traffic. So I need to put that interface here, switch port mode as trunk, because it will only then only it will put in the track tagged. So the connected neighbors can understand no shit. I should give no shit. Here also the both the things. Show IP interface brief. Show conf interface gig 0/0 no shut. So I'm doing this, so it's up. So now if I do a connectivity to my one network, it will ping. Yeah, now it's pinging. But at the same time, if I do a ping to 132, 1, not ping. So similarly, when I do a ping to 10.0.0.132, it will ping. So this how we configure router on stick with VLAN enabled. As per instructions, we have done a ping between the Wi-Fi PCs, and the pings got succeeded between PC 1 to PC 4, and assign PC 1 to VLAN 13, PC 3 to VLAN 13. Created a trunk between switch 1 and switch 2. So here we have enabled the trunk. We need to make sure that it should allow switchboard trunk allowed VLAN 1324. So when I do like that, it should not actually ping ideally. The 132 network should not be ping. Yeah, now it's not pinging. That's good sign. It should not be, because these are all part of different VLANs. So on, it should not ping, but it's after a period of time it's pinging. It should be troubleshooted, because ideally the router should not, even though if it's encapsulation enabled. So if I ping from here to here, like, it's not pinging. Similar, ideally this also should be not be done, but why it's reachable is we have configured sensor dot one q encapsulation, so it may receive according to this. So whichever packet goes out of this, it will put the tag and will send it. So since we are allowing both the things, suppose in this case if you can restrict as per the requirement. So if no switched trunk allowed VLAN 1324, and you can restrict trunk allowed only 24, then this will not work. Then this will not work. That's the concept behind routed